I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take the field, and the man leading them, Dak Prescott, who's been remarkably consistent through his first 3 NFL seasons. 23, 22, and 22 touchdown passes as he put together a 32-16 regular season record in those 3 years at the helm. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards. And so from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 26. Prescott on 3rd and 2. This to Jarwin. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the 49ers under third-year coach Kyle Shanahan. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. A second broken tackle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
11. Safety's creeping.
From the 24, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing, Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Starting lineup here on defense for San Francisco. This is a crew that has only allowed 23 points over the last 4 games.
Nick Bosa.
What about him?
Nick Bosa.
He's good.
Don't forget DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, D. Ford, Solomon Thomas. They invested heavily in that defensive front. We're talking about first-round picks across the board. And Nick Bosa looking like a strong Rookie of the Year candidate, maybe even a strong Defensive Player of the Year candidate. 3 sacks in the game against Carolina.
Yeah, that was an impressive Week 8 performance. He also had an interception in that ball game, and now 7 sacks on the year for him. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Prescott. They'll roll him out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott caught by Cobb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Okay, time for a league-wide tangent. Let's look at the divisions. I want you to hand out a bronze, silver, and gold medal for what you think of the top 3 divisions.
Okay, let's start with the AFC South because it's extremely competitive. I'm not sure who the best team is. I suspect Indianapolis, but everyone is within striking distance, and everyone you can make a case could win that division. Then I think we go for the silver. And
that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here we go.
On second down, a run with Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball, right?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Draw play, Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on. Out it's Pollard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And again, it's Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
It's been quite the season for Maher. First kicker in NFL history with 3 kicks of 60-plus. He's hit twice in 2019 from 60 or more, from 62 just before halftime against the Jets in Week 6. And then 1 week later, he hit from 63 to end the first half against the Eagles. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And now running right through it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. Go ahead.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
Here we go.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking. That call.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
1 Omaha. 11.
Garoppolo gives Zubreda. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
21. Here we go. 65.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Garoppolo now. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 40 now on second down, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Again, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan. And then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach. And he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Here we go. Wait, hey, alert! 21. Hey, hot!
From the 41, Garoppolo throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! Black! 11.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ross Dwelly there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Prescott on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott off play action. Rolling to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to be 49er football.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here we go. Hey, gun. 12.
They run again with Breida. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Niners on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Goodwin able to haul it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Prescott, caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A give to Elliott. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go to Elliott again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. Sanders has it poked free. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, income guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.